Hey, how's it going? It's Brian from Bees Music Shop, and I am here today with my buddy Marni, former Bees employee a very long time ago. He's the rep for Kernom pedals, and we are taking a look at them. I've seen these before at the NAMM show. I like these pedals mostly because they look like if I was going to collect ammo in a vintage video game. It's what I imagine they would look like.
That is what they look like, yeah.
They're pretty unique. I remember a long time ago we checked them out when they were at their first NAMM show, and they're analog pedals with like digital controls is what I remembered. And they only had, I think, just the original Ridge at that point.
Yeah, they started with the Ridge. Yeah, that was probably 2021 NAMM, something like that.
22 maybe. Yeah, somewhere in there. They might have came to a NAMM before.
But yeah, started with the Ridge. They've added 2 pedals to the line since then. The Moho Fuzz and the Kernom Ellipse, which was new for this year, debuted in January.
Nice. Awesome. Do you want to, let's go through each one. I want to check out the Ridge. It's been a hot minute since I played through the Ridge. So that's the original. Let's go in like the release order.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so the Ridge, it's pretty much a full-on like overdrive workstation is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it pretty much covers like any kind of color tone of overdrive that you could possibly imagine. There's a lot of videos out there that demonstrate a lot of what's going on.
Well, there's going to be one more right now.
That's right.
So this guy, I noticed it has MIDI in and out on the back. It has expression control and it has a preset. So right now we're just in like the what we see is what we get mode, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So,
so you kind of have a one preset kind of tied to this foot switch, and then with MIDI capabilities, you actually have 128 presets available.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like
so it's not just one preset from this knob. You can have multiples from this, or
you'll need like a MIDI foot switch or whatever to kind of go through banks and that sort of thing. But yeah, there's one built into the foot switch on board.
Okay, that makes sense. So and basically, if I remember, this mood switch kind of flips it around. Do you want to take us through kind of the different tones in this thing?
So kind of starting all the way to the left, you have sort of like a clean boost, and it'll get like, kind of give you some really nice headroom. And then you kind of get into a transparent drive sort of thing here. This will get you, when you get around the middle, this will be kind of your mid-hump overdrive, tube screamer territory, and then it just kind of gets kind of heavier from there, almost into some kind of more fuzzy-like stuff near the end. But yeah, so here's...
Yeah, let's try like the boost. So So it has pre and post tone, right?
Yeah.
Too. So like, so I can like make it like tubbier going into the drive. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's before it hits clipping, and then this is the output tone.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I can make it say like darker and brighter. And if I like go the other way on that, like just trying to find. Yeah, that's a little dry. That's a little drier. Oh yeah, so like really. So that's the tone after comes out, and then this is the pre.
Yeah, that's the
so
tone.
I can either like hit it with a bunch of like
treble,
treble, or hit it with a ton of bottom end.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then that will change how, like, what parts of it get overdriven and kind of how the shape of that distortion works.
Yeah, especially that pre-tone knob, kind of shaping the signal before it hits the pedal, is really, can be really powerful.
Because a lot of distortion pedals really just have one or the other.
Yeah,
they don't
and you're really not sure which one it is either, you know, so...
Yeah, let's try it. So what's the next kind of...
Yeah, this will get you into kind of like the more like transparent overdrive, sort of clownish territory, I believe is what the inspiration was for it.
So as it goes through these, is it like halfway through is more like the true and then it sort of blends to the next? Is that
you can actually kind of hear, so if you just like hold out a chord and I do like a quick sweep through it, you can kind of hear like it's, yeah, so I think it's just choosing what kind of what diodes are firing and that sort of thing.
And there's real diodes in this. Like this is not digital distortion.
It's analog, Yeah, so this is definitely your more transparent kind of cloning area.
So these diodes, are they magic?
I mean, I don't know what
They're
they got.
French.
Yeah, I don't know what they got going on in France. So. Very well could be, though. Very well could be.
They're descended from croissants. I apologize. This is all my... None of this reflects on Marni.
For real.
Shouldn't have come here. That does sound totally different.
Yeah, so I mean, I've always tried to describe them as workstations, you know, because like there's so much just flavors in it, you know.
So yeah, and if you run a MIDI rig, you could really get a bunch of different distortions out of this thing. Use the same pedal to get multiple sounds.
Most definitely, yeah.
It's true analog, not running MIDI and running fake, digital pedals.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, then if we get to the middle here, this is classic Tube Screamer territory.
That's cool. What's the last one then?
It just kind of gets heavier again. I wouldn't say, I don't know if they're like based on anything in particular. You know? Yeah, but yeah.
So basically, this mood knob takes you around from like light overdrive right up to like
right into your heavier stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get in there. Yeah, I can definitely get you on the verge of metal tones and stuff, you know?
That's cool. Here, you play through it. I'm going to...
Yeah.
No, it's you. Magic. You can hear it change diodes. Yeah.
And the mid knob really helps for...
Yeah, it's huge. What's interesting to me is I can tell it's analog because as you're switching through the mood, those different diodes will have different volumes, and you can hear the volume swell and change just like you would when you like have a diode switch on any analog pedal.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's really where the magic is in this pedal.
Yeah,
just and kind of something that no one else is doing at the moment.
Yeah, and it gets a really good like chunk to it. Like it's got a good like riff rock kind of sound. So that's super cool.
Most
and
definitely.
these link together too, right? Because they have in and out. So like you could say if you had all these pedals, you could link them and just come MIDI in from one to control.
You could get like the MIDI capability of it. It goes very deep for sure. Yeah, like you can actually do a lot of really cool things with it, depending on how creative you want to get with your MIDI setup. You know?
Yeah. So the expression pedal, is it the kind of thing where like you put the pedal back, you set the knobs one way, push it forward, and it goes the other way? Have you personally played around with it?
I personally haven't set up the expression pedal on it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can assign it to whichever knob you want it to go to.
That's cool. That's cool for a distortion pedal to have that.
Yeah,
I'm guessing it's probably going to be more like that. I'd have to read the manual, but it is cool that it has expression control too, so you could tap your mid or put different things in there and kind of go between two tones even quickly on the fly.
Yeah, definitely. No, they've thought of just about everything for these. Yeah.
I love these enclosures too. Like there's so many enclosures that are exactly the same, and these do look like they're like tactical enclosures.
They're super clean and really just do the thing, you know?
Yeah. I like how the knobs match the case
definitely.
too. I don't know. I'm matchy.
Yeah, of course.
I either want old knobs that are bakelite from like the 50s or like matchy.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Can we try the fuzz? I want to try the fuzz.
Yeah, the fuzz is some crazy stuff going on.
I'm going to go back to me because I just...
You're kind of more of the fuzz guy between the two of us, too.
Who knows what I am? We have a knob that says electricity.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does.
All right, so the mood knob will kind of take you through the different tones as well. Electricity, I believe, is either a so it's got a ring
bias.
It's like there's a ring mod in there, and I believe there's like octave as well. So either a sub.
It sounds like it's voltage starving it though. Like it's. Means that zipper.
So it's mostly neutral in the middle, and then when you start. So yeah, depending on where that knob is and where you are on the mood knob as well. Because I found a lot of them, especially on that pedal, a lot of the knobs kind of interact with each other in a really cool way.
That's cool.
So same with a pre-tone and post-tone as well.
That's cool. It's like kind of voltage starve, like a little bit. Yeah. Oh, that's voltage starve right there. Yeah. All right. And the center's just off. Yeah.
But yeah, I think so on the mood knob on that one, I think it starts at like kind of your tone bender, sort of loose sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then fuzz face to the next one-ish. And then I think you get into like kind of big muff territory in the middle. And then I think it's pretty crazy near the end too. It's kind of synthy at the end, yeah. And like that ring mod sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe the electricity knob, you can get kind of tune the harmonic on it. Yeah.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, you can get out there with that one.
That's so cool. Wow. You play through it for a minute. You go. Yeah, that kind of like stuff. This would be a good one for the expression pedal.
Yeah.
Especially that electricity knob. Because you get it here, you could like...
Yeah, I did.
Thing's fat. is it takes you between your foot switch preset and your direct mode. So like what we need to do is we do this, and right now it's gonna be that, but we take our preset. So like we set this guy and we hold it down to set it. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So you take this preset, right? And you play. Now they're the same, right? So we take this off, turn that knob up and this knob all the way up.
So yeah, and you're getting a blend in between the two sounds.
Yeah, so
too.
I'm gonna take this and make that the preset and turn it off and here. So like this should, yeah. Somebody somewhere is like, I worked really hard on this thing for that guy to do that on.
That's gnarly.
Okay, so we'll take this. We'll go back down to something more normal. They plays it. So we'll make that the preset. Okay, then we will take take this and we'll make it like brighter. Okay, so I need to make this the preset.
I hear what
because
you're
that's
doing.
presets forward, and then we'll take it down here, and then there because I tweaked the volume. So I set the preset for what I wanted the back, and then I set the knobs for what I wanted the back. See there, the volume changes as it changes, like. That's cool. I make it like fuzzier as it comes back. That's cool. There you go. So like the volume changes with the Moho Fuzz. That's cool. You just have to use your foot. Supposed to use your foot.
Yeah, that's a foot thing. These are all foot things.
Because you have to do feet stuff.
There it is. Yeah.
I know we're blocking the exact pedal it is, but
there it is.
Yeah, you know.
Very on
Just
brand
like-
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I really have one button. Just you actually worked here when we weren't a cat-themed music store.
Yeah, there's just a lot of talk about cats.
Yeah,
But now
I have interests.
yeah. Now they seem to made their way all over the walls and pedals here.
You know, it's a thing that happens as you get older and crazier.
I see.
That's how it happens.
That's what I get to look forward to.
Yeah, you're in it. You're figuring it out.
Yeah.
All right, so last pedal we
Yes.
got. So we went distortion, we went fuzz, and now we have this modulation.
Yeah,
right?
this is the Ellipse Modulation. Yeah, so
I'm gonna kick back over to me.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we kind of start. So the cool thing, this also features a mood knob as well. So you've kind of got all your different modulation types. And the cool thing is, because it's like the mood knob, you can actually go in between modulation sounds and get kind of blends going.
You know, we're like as sort of phaser and flange are cousins, like sort of ways like that,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Or chorus, they're all kind of.
So you got like so you got your your harmonic tremolo going into the rotary. So let's see here. And then once then you'll pass completely into the next one. And the rotary will kind of blend into the chorus vibrato. We'll kind of start blending over to the flanger.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's that get into?
That's a flanger into phaser too. So yeah, we're like right in the middle there. Yeah.
And it's such like a good like unified sort of feel.
We get all the way to the phaser. Phaser blends into vibe. And then on top of that, there's the swirl knob too, which will add an extra slow phaser over whatever you're doing.
Really?
So they'll just add like a little extra something on top of it all. And it kind of dirties it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know? So even if we go back to like the rotary sound.
Bring it over.
Because yeah, I think this is going into that one, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember our order here. Oh, yeah. So yeah, if you take that swirl out, you just kind of get the core effect.
sounds so cool.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff to do with that one. Mm-hmm.
Here, you play with it. I want to... This would be a good one for that expression pedal, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Back. So I put that up so that like that's mixed, and then I turn the speed.
Curious is the
Yeah, now I can turn that, yeah.
I think it's tied to the speed.
No, yep. Now it's tied to speed and a tiny bit of depth. So it's more subtle and slower, and then... But yeah, when you have the expression pedal plugged in, you really have to have it back here to tweak that, and then you really want to push it where you want it. Yeah. It took me like 1 second to get it, but now it totally makes sense. Yeah, it makes it even more like pronounced and faster. Then I'll pull back. That's cool. Yeah, as much as that's a third pedal, that expression is like built for this thing. Yeah, this is one of those ones. Like some pedals, you get them and you're like, if you don't have an expression pedal, like why? Like why? These are not expensive. Add them to your pedals. They're so much cooler.
Yeah, the amount of control available in these is insane.
It's just so fun. Like some of these things where like, you know, it's hard to find the right when you're playing, but like you can just put your foot on it and kind of dime it in. That's so cool. I like that. That's a cool workstation.
Yeah, man. Just being able to get in between and like getting kind of all those like kind of weirder sounds that not a lot of pedals will allow you to do. Like a lot of like multi-mods, you kind of click over to your chorus, you click over to phaser, click over to flanger.
Yeah.
This, you get all this stuff in between too.
That's awesome. And these guys are from France. They've been around, what? You said 21, or they've been, is that their first NAMM show?
Yeah, I think that was their first NAMM show, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, boutique builder out of France. And they're making solid stuff. And it's not a difficult line to get caught up with either.
Yeah.
You know, you got the three, and they cover just about anything you want.
This isn't season 15
exactly.
of Kernom.
Exactly.
This is season 3.
Yeah,
you still got enough time. You can like crash course it in a weekend.
Not too much to binge to get caught up.
No, you can you don't have to get like the weird look of like sit on your couch for 2 months.
Exactly.
There's no Yeah,
you know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it'll be. Awesome, man. Well, hey, dude, I appreciate you coming out here and checking us out and showing us the stuff today, man. And you're back in your home streets.
It's always good being back in Mount Pleasant, man. You know?
All right. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. If we can get you some pedals, if we can get you a cat t-shirt, a cat toy, a cat pedal that when you play through it, it could turn you into a cat, Marni.
Maybe a whole cat.
Maybe a whole entire cat. It might be magic. Hit us up, beesmusicshop.com. Your support means all the difference. Thank you for watching.